A unicorn came onto our set one day and the dog just attacked it. No, I'm kidding. We thought we were making like a really good decision. Like we were just like, oh, it'd be a really small little movie, really contained, me and a dog in a car on a road trip. Small little attainable movie. And then, you know, cut to, it's like one of the hardest possible movies to go and try to make.
I need to get back in the game, sir.
You want to get back in the game? Prove it. Sergeant Rodriguez was a legend. Family funeral Sunday outside of Nogales. They want his dog at the funeral. You do this, and you're back in the game.
You can't go on the road because you don't have enough money. You can't, like, you know, do anything that you actually want to do story-wise with the dog because it's just not possible. The dog doesn't know it's in a movie, so you're just trying to figure out how to manipulate the story and whatnot. But I don't know. It started off with like just a really clear intention that we loved this idea of surrender, and we tried to like capture it in this very small story. And you know, I don't know at the end of the day if it was a smart decision, but I'm proud of the movie that we made. Just really frank about it. I don't really feel like I directed it. I really think that I kind of directed the dog and redirected me. And I don't know if I've directed my first movie really, because I didn't really like the editing process either. So it was kind of a wash for me. I think you can get a lot of advice. I mean, I've been on movie sets, you know, for the better part of almost like, God, 15, almost 16, 17 years now or something. And you think that you kind of, you know, you got it down and like how it all works. But when you sit in the seat, you know, it's shocking how much different it is to actually be the one that has to like make all the decisions. And, you know, and it's beautiful in a way, but at the same time, time is just not your friend. You don't have enough time.
When I first saw you, I saw love.
I don't think a dog can really mess up a take personally, because the dog is just being purely a dog. Like, so like it can't physically mess up the take. It's just, we're asking it to be a dog. That's about it. And like we're trying to craft the world around the thing so it can just honestly be itself. So I'm sure that I messed up almost everything, or the camera, or like whatever it is. The dog was just purely being the dog.
No, you're just a demon!
A unicorn came onto our set one day and like the dog just attacked it. No, I'm kidding. We had a scene where I have a unicorn, like a stuffed animal unicorn, and the dog is, you know, supposed to grab the unicorn, and then like, you know, we're supposed to wrestle it, and I'm supposed to wrestle it back. And I get drug into the back of the back seat, or back sort of the Bronco, and the dog starts to like, you know, shake the thing in my hands. And it comes out like, well, there's this little like music box in it, and it slings out of the bottom of it and smacks me in the face. And this is first day of filming, second setup, and I basically got 5 stitches in my face that day, or sorry, 7 stitches in my face that day. And well, not that night I actually got it. We just glued it together and kept filming, and you can't even see it all that well. It's crazy, but yeah. So that was a mishap.
Lulu, is that you? Do you give hugs now? Really?
Lulu gives the best hug. You've never had a Lulu hug?
No, we don't exactly hug.
The themes and like the feeling, it's more of like the bond that Lulu and I and like the relationship that we had. I mean, I had Lulu from the time I was like, or the time that she was like 6 weeks old. She was like my child, my shadow. She was everything. And this is a very, very, very different story. There's not behavioral wise things that I would say that reminded me of Lulu or anything. There's one that I'd like to point out just because it's kind of funny, but yet also very like disturbing on some level. There's a moment in the movie where me and Lou are peeing on the "Thou shalt not kill" sign, and then she runs off of camera, and then we cut back and we're in the car and she has feathers in her mouth. My Lulu was like she was a hunting dog, and I don't hunt, so she never got to like really exercise that part of her DNA, like she was kind of probably born to do. So she would try to like anything that wasn't a dog or like 5 times bigger than her, she would, you know, she'd want to take it down. Like, so it was definitely a frustrating thing.
You were definitely not the girl I thought I'd be in the tub with, but I'll take what I can get at this point, I guess.
We love dogs over here, and you know, it's one of those things that we no one really wants one of those movies. Like I think it's like one of the deadly sins that you can actually do is like kill the one thing that everyone loves in a movie is just like, just don't kill the dog. You can kill almost anyone else. I tried to, just like, kill the dog, but they're apparently really tough.
Don't worry, the dog doesn't die.